Hello, moms. I'm with Baby on Board. I'm Kirsten. I am 20 years old. I live in Texas. I have a 6-month-old baby boy, and he's my only. I want to talk about life at home and adjusting. A big one I had a problem with is I have a very needy little dog and a very needy stray kitty. We rescued her before she was even able to eat food. And we rescued her. So she's very needy, very loving, always wants attention. Which is fine. But when you bring a baby home, it's not so fine. So a big thing I want to talk about is it is very important that if you have pets or other children, involve them with the baby. And I know with pets that it's a little harder, but when I used to feed my son, I would have my cat sit at my lap and I would hold my son with one arm and pet her with that hand. Like I would just turn my hand around and kind of pet her a little bit while he was in my arm. Now she loves him. She's no longer my cat, she's his cat. She wants nothing to do with me. I mean, she does. She takes my pets, but if she sees him first, all bets are off. She runs straight to him, and if I try to pet her, she meows at me until she can get to him. That's all she wants is him, and that's his cat now. If she'll lay next to him, she knows not to get into his bed because I had a problem with that. Before he was born, she would jump into his bed, and I would have to shoo her out of it, and now she knows not to get into his bed. But she loves my son. And if he's on the bed, she'll lay next to him or sit next to him. And I love it. Another topic I want to talk about is your significant other. It's very, very important to spend time with them, make time for them. And it may involve losing a little sleep, which is what I have to do even now. My son goes to bed about 8:30, 9 o'clock every night. And instead of going to bed, I stay up until like 11 or 12 to have a few hours to just hang out with my husband, whether it's us just talking, whether it's us laying in bed cuddling. You know, I say always make time for them. I mean, even now, if you don't have a baby. But definitely after the baby gets there. Sorry, I'm joined. And I say definitely make time for each other, because it's going to get hard, because the baby's going to need all your attention. And like other kids, I highly suggest your husband or significant other, hey, do you want to help me with feedings? You know, my husband's like a grown child, so I'm like, hey, you want to help me feed him? You want to help me change his diaper? Like I would if I had another kid, and he's all for it. Another important one for me is it's advice that I got when I was pregnant, and it's the best advice I'd ever had, and it's sleep when the baby sleeps. My son and I just woke up from a nap together. You know, I have things I have to do today, and well, some of them aren't going to get done. And that's completely okay, especially with a newborn. Like, he's 6 months, but with a newborn, do not worry about getting things done. You know, everyone understands you just had a kid. Sleep. Don't worry about laundry. Don't worry about food. Or worry about food. Don't worry about cooking dinner. Sorry, my son is laughing at me making this video. So sorry. Don't worry about laundry. You know, just worry about you. Go to the bathroom, eat when he's asleep, and then sleep. Worry about yourself. The laundry can get done later. You know, worry about catching up on your sleep. Because it does get a little easier the later that they are, the older that they get. But right now, it's just the focus of you. And that is very important. See, another thing I really want to talk about is do not stress. Please, 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 moms, do not stress. It will be stressful. It will. My son has a lot of ear infections, and it was really hard when he was younger. because he would cry just all the time, and I never knew what's wrong, and now I do. Some advice I got when I was pregnant, another piece was you'll understand your baby's cry. And I didn't get that at first until now. And now I know that means, he's going to cry when he's hungry. He's going to cry when he's tired. He's going to cry now when he's sick. And I know the different cries very well. But as a newborn, being a first-time mom, newborn mom, you don't understand cries. You don't get them. So don't stress. One thing I had to keep telling myself is it'll pass. It will pass. This isn't going to last forever. And it is so worth it. And I highly suggest trying to do the same. Try to think of something. I get a full feeling of accomplishment when I wash his bottles, when I wash and put up away his clothes. I get a bigger source of accomplishment when I feed him. So one thing I used to think of when he was crying all the time, when he was hungry, was when I would put a bottle in his mouth and he would start eating, I would think, wow, I'm giving my baby food. It was wow, I did something, to help my baby. And that's just something that I encourage y'all to do, because it will be stressful and it will be hard, but moms, it is so worth it. Watching your baby grow and grow up is such a wonderful experience for you and for everyone around you. My baby is teething at this point, and it is very hard. He says hi. It's very hard for us to sleep now because his teeth are constantly hurting. But the moment, he's chewing on a teething ring, or when I put the Tylenol on his gums and he stops crying, that gives me accomplishment, because I numbed his pain. I helped the pain go away. And it's going to be hard. Very hard. It's going to be awkward. I never thought I would explain it in that kind of a way, but it's going to be awkward. Our first night home, I didn't know what to do. I didn't go back to a normal routine the first couple of days. I was like, what do I do? What does he want? What does he need? What do I need to do? He's asleep. I can't fall asleep. What should I do? Should I wash his clothes? All of his clothes are clean. It was very awkward to get into a group, and it's going to happen that way. It is going to. I promise it will get easier. You both just have to develop a routine. That's the word I was looking for. And once you get into it, y'all are both just going to click. But y'all both just got to find what works for you. He is discovering everything for the first time, and you're discovering him for the first time. So things are going to be hard. Things are going to be difficult. But I promise, ladies, it is so worth it. And they are so cute and cuddly. And that is just, I just cannot explain more how, when you're stressed out because they're crying and they won't stop, to just tell yourself it will pass. This will not last forever. This is just a stage. And they go through them so quickly when they're little. And that's one thing that breaks my heart, is my son goes through so many stages so quickly. And I didn't think it would happen that way. I can't believe he's 6 months already. He's going to be 6 months Monday, what's today? Today's the 9th. He's going to be on the 12th. That's 3 days away. And I can't believe it. And it goes by so quickly. So, and you're going to, it's one of those things that it's going to make you sad to watch it go, but it's going to make you so happy because you help them learn something. You help them be happy and develop things. So, telling yourself, oh, it'll pass, because it will, and quickly. It'll pass within a matter of days. If not that day, that stage is over. So I want all of you ladies to know that it's worth it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be upset. But it will pass, and it will be worth it. There's going to be times you're going to start crying, and because your baby smiles at you or does something cute, suddenly all your worries go away. Babies do cry for no reason sometimes, just because they're uncomfortable. They just want to cry. And my son is a #1 contender in that matter. He cries for no reason sometimes, and for hours. And I get very stressed, and you get stressed because you hate hearing your baby cry, and you know there's nothing you can do about it, and it's very upsetting. But sometimes you just gotta tell yourself it's okay, because once they stop crying, they're done. They're not gonna cry anymore. So I highly suggest just breathing and telling yourself it'll pass. And sometimes I may be a little weird for this, but I think my son's crying is cute sometimes. I'm like, you're just so darn cute. With everything he does, he's just so cute. Sometimes I guess that makes the pain a little easier. Listening to him cry is the hardest thing you'll ever do, I promise, moms. Hearing them cry is terrifying. It is so hard to listen to them cry. So I just want to tell you it's worth it. And I know I've said that a lot in this video, but it is. The fact that they grow so quickly, it actually breaks your heart that that stage is going to be over. Because watching my son become more and more independent kills me. Because he used to be so dependent on me, and now it's like, nah, Mom, I'll just play over here by myself with my toys. And so the telling yourself it'll pass thing is the truth. It will pass. And you're gonna be sad about it. Adjusting is hard. That first night from the hospital, I think, is the hardest. And after that, you know, it just gets easier. Every day it gets easier. And that's another thing to tell yourself. Wow, I'm a genius. I just thought of that. Every day. Every day is a new day. And your baby is going to be different every day. He can be crying and screaming one day, and then he's going to be totally happy and smiley and giggly the next. And I strongly encourage you to think of it that way. Hang on. Sorry, moms. Tomorrow will be better. Tomorrow will be easier. And I just want you to know that it is all okay to be stressed. It is all okay to be tired. It is all okay to just be done with the day and just want to go to sleep. It's all okay. It is all okay. So, you know, I hope you have a wonderful time with your first night home, or if you've already had a first night home and you're watching this video to see if you relate with me, I hope, you know, things were easy for you too. It was hard for me. My son was always sick. He always had ear infections. He was always running fevers. He had really bad reflux. He had to take medicine for reflux, and now he's okay. Everything got better. And yeah, you know, I hope your experience is a little easier than mine, and every day it gets better. So I hope all of you have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye.